Ultimate Admirals Dreadnoughts is a game focused entirely on creating your own ships and commanding them in battle. You have a number of different ship types, from torpedo boats to battleships ranging from the early 1900s to World War II. What's interesting about this game is the depth you can go into while designing your ships. You've got two main concerns to worry about. The first is the weight of the ship. If it's too heavy, it won't float. The other is cost. If it's too expensive, you might find yourself cutting corners and losing out on additional ships you could really use in battle. A ship that's perfectly balanced is where you want to be. The other main feature is the technology you can employ. Earlier battleships use basic armor, while the more advanced 1940s ship use higher tech armor that's lighter, albeit a bit more expensive. So now you know a bit about what the game is, what state the game is in, and who is making it. Well, Game Labs is the mastermind behind this game. And they've got a few games under their belt, but I'm not saying that every game was a success. But there's a couple, such as Ultimate Admiral Age of Sail and This Land Is My Land, that seem like good concepts, but I haven't played either because I'm a broke college student. So, you know. But let's talk about the gameplay itself. They eventually plan to have a campaign, but currently as the game stands, it is still in development. It only has Academy and Free Mode. Free Mode is my favorite, as you can really test any sort of battle with any sort of ship. Here we have a super battleship fighting a torpedo boat from the 1900s. Pretty sweet. Cost is also not a concern in Free Mode. You can have it as expensive as you want, but there's still the factor of weight, which I kinda wish they would have an option to turn off. My dreams of a 500 gun battleship is still a distant thought in the mind. The other thing I really want the devs to add is a bunch of unarmed emergent ships you can have, so you can see how many you can save from, say, a dozen submarines. They should really get cracking on that. The other game mode is Naval Academy. As the name suggests, it's like a tutorial almost, if that tutorial is like a mother bird and her kid, just kicking it out of the nest as soon as it can fly. The first few are easy and explain things well, but after that you're on your own. Essentially it's just a list of scenarios. The other major gripe I have with this mode is that it doesn't really teach you how to command a fleet of ships, which is a huge factor in how successful you are. Currently you've only got YouTube to help you on that, but it is good for a challenge and lets you try some stuff. Ultimately, the game seems to be geared to those who like to play strategy games, and those who like to build things. There are some problems with the game, such as the controls are a little buggy, but that's expected from a game that's still in development. The game does have a lot of potential though. And I'm really looking forward to mods. You really don't know how much I want to build a boat with 50-inch guns, no matter how dumb it may seem. Right now you've got two options if you want to play it, and both are pre-order. You can buy it currently for $34.99 USD, which grants you an access code to Steam sometime before June 2020. They're not too sure. Or you can spend $49.99 USD to get access right now, plus the access code when it comes out on Steam. Is it worth the money? Not for the $49.99. There's still a lot of features I'd really want to see before recommending the game for that much. Currently, as the game stands, I'd say maybe about $20 or so would be a good price. But if they get the game polished and out of the content they will, I would say it's not a bad price. Still, I think $49 is a little high, maybe $35 is probably about right. I would say it would be worth it for that price, but only if you really like these types of games. If you don't bother, because you're going to be really bored with it. If you like things like Napoleon Total War, or maybe like screwing around with, say, I don't know, Minecraft, or some other games that may or may not be in development, it could be a pretty good thing. But if you like your first-person shooters like Counter-Strike, or maybe you're a bit of a console gamer, don't bother. You won't like it at all.